Okay, I spent a lot of time working right here on around this valve guide boss area here and smoothing up all this other stuff we were talking about. So I went cutting quite a bit through here down. So the port was way up here, moved it way down. Cut this way down to the edge of the gasket surface. And makes a nice good V out here. The same on this other side, nice V to here. So that whole area here had to be dropped down from like here to here to make that happen. So now this radius curves in real nice. The airflow's got a real nice shot right along the bottom of the port right through here, come right to the valve bowl up the other side, which fills in that big void back on this side from the airflow not wanting to be right here where my finger is. The air comes up this side and this side. When you get down the flow around the guide down low, you're taking advantage of the whole port, not just the upper half of it. So a nice straight area, but we don't want to narrow it up too much because you sacrifice valve guide boss strength. So I haven't really cut that much from the other end yet. You can see it from the other side, but cutting it back through here doesn't really weaken the boss. It's up here at the top where you weaken it. And you can see I haven't cut it all right here. There's no reason to. The airflow is not there anyway. So like I said, it's all making these big long arcs in here is what we're after. So you can see how your fingers can come right around in here. They go in there real deep. There's no upward. It doesn't go up a hill like this as you go down through here. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this around, work that a little bit. Back from the other side, and I'll come back and cut up in here. Okay, I've been working on this here for a little bit, trying to get this nice and smooth through here. So I got the ripples and stuff out of here. So it flows real nice and even right through here. And then very critical area is this short side right here, right where my finger is right there, the tip. There's a big hump in there that it's almost nothing in height, but you can really feel it with your finger. So I just worked a little triangle area right about where my tip is. You get to where it blends in real nice now. Like I say, you don't want to be cutting up here on the short side up under the seat, as little as possible. So it's hard to see it, but it just kind of blends right around. It's just a big radius all the way around through here. So you can see it coming out the other side up through here. See, that's that area I cut away on the back side. Just flows right through there. Comes right up where my finger is. It'll cross over slightly. The other air comes from the other side and it'll blend and have a real high flow area right out through here instead of being a dead spot behind the guide. It'll take advantage of the full valve head, which is what you're after. This here allows the air to come up around this way, so it flows up on the short side of the port, which is hard to do. So overall, it makes the whole port start functioning like it should, a full port. So you still got a kind of a little dimple in here that's almost all gone, but you can still kind of feel a little bit of transitional area. But you can see every angle you look at it, it's nice and smooth. And you can see I have not cut the valve guide boss at all the way around this top area, around in here, because you don't want to weaken it any more than it already is, so it doesn't split. But down here on the back side, where there's a lot of meat, we did cut. So you got to be careful where you cut at. So now I'm going to go back on this other side and do a little bit more blending on this side, because this is still kind of rough and uneven through here. And that low area I did over here, when I ground this all the way here, that helped eliminate some of that. Makes it more even, but there's still kind of a pocket I got to work with. And then this area up under here is real critical, just like on the other side, but this one's a lot smoother. This side of the port was more even on that area than the other side. So I got a little bit of a hump to take out right there at the base. See how this one's all round through here. This one has a little bit of a high spot right there, so we'll work on that a little bit too. So it's just a lot of little small detail, real light small cuts. Just barely touch it, come out, real low RPM. You only turn that cutter probably 300-400 RPM. A lot of this area is because you don't want to be cutting much. So, all right, I'll go work on this a little bit and we'll come back. Okay, got a bunch more work done here. So we're almost done with the port now. I did a bunch more grinding down here, deepening the bowl, widening the bowl. More for top end and low end, that's for damn sure. But we got nice flow through here now. pretty equal flow all the way around. The depth of the height of the port is equal from side to side, pretty close. You can see how it's a nice even radius all through these corners up through under here. Nice radius through here on both sides. Which everywhere you look has a nice radius to it. This is nice even finger where you can see it. Coming through here, there's no upward hump first until you get way over to here, so it doesn't start coming up until you're right over here in the bowl. You had a little bit of a flat spot here on this side, not as much on this side, and then lightly cut this one after I got this one down. So now this is just a nice deep radius all the way around here. So the other side is good also. Let me flip this over here. So you can see the port. Okay, so now from this side, you can see you got the same thing going on. You come in through the manifold at an angle like this, because that's how the manifold is. You got the guide fin starts right after you get through the port. See how it's ground underneath here now? I ground that deeper through here, made it more round. As soon as you come in, you start going into your fin right there. And you can see the original material is way up here. That's how much I cut away. But right off the bat, you got room to go right here. There's no go up and over. This is cut all the way out to the edge on both sides. So it's a nice even cut all the way out to here. So that sets up your tunnel going down through there. So you can see how the tunnel goes right down through here. See my finger just rolls right through there on both sides. That's what you want it to be. So it flows around really nice around the guide on both sides, and it comes back together on the back side and goes out the port. Now I have not touched the short side up under here on this side yet. That's the last thing I do, because it's the least important. So I'm going to go flip this head over, do a little bit of grinding over here, and we'll see how it looks. The rest of this port's done. Now after I cut this, I'll probably have to come back and do a little bit of blending on the radius up under here a little bit, but the rest of this port's pretty well done. So let me flip this over and we'll see what I can do.